Most common charge point management systems that are operational today, you've got the bigger manufacturers, you've got ChargeMaster, PodPoint, Rolex have got the recently made EV Charge Online system. They are hardware specific. Then you've got other ones, Charge Your Car, the Source London, Source East sort of organisations, charge point services. There'll be one or two other smaller players out there as well, but there's more coming on. There's Life from Franklin Energy as well, their system, but again they've got smaller numbers where the bigger manufacturers have got much bigger units out there. So if you've got a certain swipe card, you know that certain swipe card will get you access to a lot more charges than a brand new market entrant. So there's probably just about 8 at the minute that are active in the market. There's no interoperability on charge point network operators at the minute. It is seen as a big problem in EV adoption, in the fact that if you had 5 different providers, you'd need 5 different cards to be able to access the charge point. We think at some point government legislation will drive that to the fact that there needs to be interoperability, or there needs to be a payment gateway, so someone can say, look, all these 5 providers can come on my software, and then we can open up the charge protocol to each one of them. But at the minute, it's very protective, so they've all got their own bits of the market, and they don't want to sort of body up just as yet. But I think it will change. I think at some point, because it'd be like going to a petrol station and realising you couldn't use that petrol station. Sometimes the clients will know what charge point management system they want, or they've been advised to before. Some are very, very new to it. So for those guys, we'd normally suggest making the one that's most easy to use for them and their end users. What we find is a lot of people just want an app-based system now instead of having a swipe card, because that way if you drive up to that charge point, you can use it straight away by downloading an app. If you need to wait for a swipe card, then it doesn't work. So another thing to look at is the ongoing costs as well. So it's not the cost just for the yearly connection to the back office, but it's also the transaction costs every time someone swipes. So every time someone swipes, it might be 25p up to £1.20. The client needs to know that straight away. Otherwise they'll think they've got a cheap system, and every time their client turns up, it's £1.20. It's quite a lot of money.